coming up?
I'm extremely excited, and it gives my team finally like the competitive scene that we've been asking for like years. So I'm extremely excited, and I'm already counting what I'm gonna do with my money.
What kind of strategy do you have when you're playing unlimited? What kind of players are you using? What's the strategy when you're on offense and defense?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow.
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well,
Just a reminder, folks, make certain to be here for our figure eight giveaway. Come to the game and get a figure eight of your favorite mascot, Cooper.
Get more official NBA merchandise, t-shirts, jerseys, jackets, sweaters, and more are available at the Sports Zone station, located in the North and South Hollywood.
A reminder, fans, we hope you'll come and join us for Trading Card Day. The first 10,000 fans through the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by Cooper and the Pistons dancers.
Don't miss out on any upcoming game. Visit us on.
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, Marvin Williams. And now's the time where he's getting settled during these first few games with the new team.
You know, I'm excited and somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well, it is official. AI was named to the All-Star team. Now, I asked him about it before the game. He said it was another dream he thought would never come true. Now, social media around the globe was going nuts with praise for this selection. What a moment for this young man in his journey to the NBA. Kevin?
David, thank you. From G League player to All-Star in short time.
And how lucky is this team to have a player like AI on it?
This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Web. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Jermichael Green is out there with Towns, and it's AI in at the point guard. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers. Well, the All-Star rosters have been announced, and AI will be busy come All-Star weekend. Nice to see him get the recognition.
And I don't think anyone can say that AI doesn't deserve to be an All-Star. I mean, with what he does for this team and the level of play he's held this year, it seemed like an All-Star nod was just a foregone.
He wasn't playing on that. He was
That was incredible.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Towns, a screen on Brown. AI outside. Pass to Towns. And he gets it to go. Towns has got his second basket.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
They set the screen. Brown kicks to Griffin. Over Green. And Griffin scores. The assist by Brown.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Butler. Towns, the screen. Poked loose. Back to AI. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Drummond to screen. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Outside Griffin. Pistons passing it around. The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
AI kicks to Towns. Gets a very good look and converts. Towns has got 6 points.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And it's Drummond missing.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Butler with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively, and that one's good. Towns.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
Well, they got that little burst of energy in the extra period. Once they survived regulation, they were not going to let this one slip away.
Brown the pass to Griffin. To the paint. AI outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Brown. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Green with a screen for AI. Higgins outside. Back to AI. Back to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer is right on target. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
It's big for them when he's hitting the three. I mean, he makes the D work a lot harder.
Brown kicks to Prince. Over Green. The kick out to Brown. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's AI. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, it's Minnesota.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Griffin. The good-looking shot from the wing. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
A legitimate threat to score from there. I mean, Griffin has a ton of confidence to hit his jump shot.
Now, here's AI. He's covered by Brown. Butler on the way. Back to AI. Green with a screen on Brown. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Kennard, defended by Butler. Kennard, the pass to Drummond. Misses from close range.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready.
Prince with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Sacramento.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
Back to Brown. Down low. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics. Chris, for your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
It's four that come to mind, and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore. Let's go with Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal. Beautiful stroke. And Ray Allen. Oh, they had two of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dell Curry.
That's, oh, yeah. And I played against Dale, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot. Anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's proven me wrong.
Thomas kicks to Prince. Back to Thomas. Prince outside. Reed a screen on Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Ennis. Timberwolves passing it around. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Thomas kicks to Prince. Thomas dishes to Prince. Back to Thomas. Reed a screen. Here's Bullock. Rebound by Jang. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Bates Diop. Count that one. Bates Diop's got 5 now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hield kicks to Thomas. Back to Hield. Shot clock at 5. Over Hardaway. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got his first 2 points.
In the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
AI passes to Jang. Now, here's AI. He's guarded closely.
That's his first personal foul.
1:43 left to play here in the first. Pass to Jang. Jang with the screen for Ennis. Just 4 to shoot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back from.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Now, here's Bullock. Defense right on him. Reed a screen. Prince kicks to Bullock. Clock at 4. Fires the 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Timberwolves leading by 15. AI outside. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Bates Diop. Back to AI. Here's Jang. Takes it off the glass. Jang's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, here's Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Hield kicks to Thomas. Read a screen. Thomas using the pick. Count it.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
Hardaway a screen on Thomas. AI passes to Hardaway. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 17. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says,
watching previous guys who've led this team.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have the track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Zhang is out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Ennis, and it's AI in at the point. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He ended with 31 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Williams, a screen on Thomas. To the paint, got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You look at AI. It says a lot about his shooting ability that he's ranked in the top 20 in three-point voting, but it doesn't look like he'll get enough votes to get into the contest.
Yeah, even though he's probably going to come up short, he still has to be proud of his standing on the list. He has his place among the game's great shooters.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Reed. Griffin comes in for Taurean Prince. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Brown in for Thomas. Minnesota also making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Zhang. Andrew Wiggins comes in for James Ennis. And it's Butler in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the basket is good. And that's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brown kicks to Hield. Drummond with a screen on Butler. And Butler sends it back.
And the length of Butler can be a real problem. You've got to respect his reach. And this is a guy who can block shots from the wing.
AI outside. On the wing, Wiggins. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Houston. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves just way behind.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Towns, the screen. Butler passes to AI. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center, and I pull you to one end, and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same, and I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player this whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. To the inside. Towns dishes to AI. Back to Towns. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pistons trail by 11. Brown kicks to Griffin. Drummond a screen. 13 feet away, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Wiggins throws it down.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. You look at AI, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Round the pass to Griffin. There's the pick.
아, 그럼요. 이제 이기고 있는 게 당연한 것 같은 느낌.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
어디가 더 좋은 것 같으세요? 그냥 원래대로가 좋나?
First one falls for. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in the season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Butler in the corner. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
그냥 믿고. 근데 마이 팀이 재밌나요? 마이 팀 지금 몇 판 해봤는데
Thanks very much. Well, look, let's look at that
My
All-Star
team
vote. It
괜찮은
is
것 같은데.
official. You are a first-time NBA All-Star. What does that mean to you?
I'll tell you, DA, this may be the first time.
아니 작년에
But it's not gonna be
나갔다고
the last, baby.
스타.
I got so many great guys around me, and my coaches have so much
GM?
faith in me. Yeah, I think
마이 팀하고
I think
GM하고
we
좀
can keep
달라요?
this going for many seasons to come. So, look out.
Yeah, you're not lacking for confidence, and that's a good thing because it makes everything possible. Guys?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start.
이 마이 팀에도 달다리가 있더라고요. 달다리 쓸 수 있더라고. 그래서 로고랑 구장은 덴버로 해놨는데.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself
그럼
in a
GM은
role
경기도
you're not
하고.
comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
The athletic front pair.
GM은 경기도 하고 뭐 팀도 꾸리고 막 이래요.
And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
안
And it's
들어가지.
Drummond missing.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pistons trail by 17.
그렇구만요.
Brown kicks to Drummond. Back to Brown.
야, 씨.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Brown's got 9.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
AI outside, down low. Here's Towns.
Wow.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. AI passes to Towns. 5 to shoot.
야, 나 주지.
Here's Butler. And taken away by Brown.
하하, 버틀러 이 버터.
Prince against Wiggins. Prince kicks to Griffin. Plenty of space. And Detroit again with the bucket.
분위기 또 이상해진다.
Scoring in many different ways. As soon as Griffin catches fire, he's hard to put out.
AI outside. To the inside. Green dishes to AI. Towns.
야.
Rebound by the Pistons. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by AI. Kennard the pass to Brown.
아이, 멍하니 쩔었어.
Second chance effort. Outside for Griffin. Drummond a screen. Over Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid
몇 퍼센트
and the
남으셨어요?
Philadelphia
25?
76ers.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Blake Griffin, the focal point offensively, but he's not just a scorer. Chris, he's one of the most gifted passers that you'll see among NBA big men.
I mean, one of the top
그래,
assists in the
집중해야겠다.
entire league. He's a great lob passer. I mean, that ability to create for teammates really enhances his offensive impact.
Here's Butler. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Here's Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
내가 패스하면 엔드는 절대 안 나오는 것 같아.
I'll tell you what, he
아,
earned his
위긴스.
money on that foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he sinks the second.
진짜
You know, when it
자유투는
comes to
하나씩
ongoing
꼭 빼.
contract negotiations, see
자유투
how
하나 못 넣는
distracting
배지가
did you
있는 것
find
같아.
it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that
아니
time.
마이 팀 좀 몇 번 하다 이거 하니까 얘만 움직여야 되니까 좀 이상해. 어색해. 다 움직이다가 또 이거 하다가 또 마이 팀 가면 또 다 어색하게.
Outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be, and the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Towns sets the pick for AI to the inside, and Towns the bucket on the assist by AI.
아, 팀 테이크오버.
아, Pistons trail by
다
14.
움직이겠죠?
Brown outside.
그게 장점인지 모르겠어.
Here's Griffin. Sinks that one from the post.
잘 막았는데.
Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
You got to do more than that to stop Griffin. I mean, he's using his brute strength to capitalize through contact.
Here's AI. 13 points in the game. To the middle and stolen by Drummond. Oh, Griffin in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the chemistry Griffin has with his teammates, he's so good at realizing when to jump for the
이상해. 뭔가 문제가 있어.
Unleash chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Gets it down to
아, 또 쳐온다. 큰일 났다 이거
Griffin's
또.
got 21.
He's ramped up his game.
분위기가
big
또
way this quarter. I don't
애매해진다.
think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's AI. Towns wide open.
What?
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
That
잘
lead's only
봤다.
going to keep
달달하 잘
growing if
봤어.
he keeps shooting like he has so
시야
far.
좋다.
Griffin a screen on Buck.
툭. 아이고.
Here's Kennard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Pistons. Buddy Hield comes in for Brown. The Timberwolves also with
3점 넣었으니까
Corky Dangs checked in for Green.
이번에 또
Wow,
먹히네.
they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now, here's AI. Covered by Hield. AI kicks to Zhang. In the corner, it's Wiggins. AI with the bucket. AI's got 15 points.
좋았어요. 그래도 공격에 들어가니까.
Typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hield the pass to Drummond. There's the pick. Now Griffin. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
왜 이렇게
They say it was last
배치
touched by
있지 않나?
Towns.
이거?
Already
속공의
in
시작?
February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at
하우스
the
오늘 벌써
Bucks.
2개나
They've
저거
been in big
날려먹는
form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
기침
And
나올
of
것 같아.
course, there's the Pistons. 4 games back.
And checking
네,
out Detroit,
죄송합니다.
this hasn't been the
아이고.
breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seeded.
AI outside, trying to get open is Zhang, and it's AI missing. Pistons trailed by 11.
그나마 마이 팀에서는 얘가 그나마
Griffin
잘
dishes to
들어가지고
Hield.
달달이.
And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Here's Hield. Here's Drummond. Shoots over Towns. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Minnesota's got
이런다.
a lot of
와우.
looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Well, their pass it to AI.
아니 잠깐만.
Towns a screen
네.
on Hield. Just 4 to shoot. The 11-footer. Towns, no luck. And well, Detroit shooting
카드 그 뭐지 3대3 하는 거 계속 이겨가지고
That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Bullock's got his first 3 points of the game.
아 토큰?
Minnesota leading by 8.
아이고 아깝다. 토큰 주더라고요. 그래서 그걸로 해가지고 보상 카드로 그냥 좀 뿌렸어요. 카드깡 안 하고. 근데 그 로엔젤로도 좀 될 수 있을 것 같은데. 플래그난트. 그 3대3 막 하니까 토큰 막 주더라고요. 그 옛날 선수 애들 막 할 수 있어서 그걸로 옛날 선수 했는데 애들이 좀 신체 능력이 좀 느린 것 같아.
For the Pistons, Reedy's checked in for Griffin, and Thomas subbed in for Kennard. Timberwolves also changing it up. Justin Patton, he's checked in for Jack. Ennis comes in for Wiggins, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Butler. For Minnesota, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Minnesota making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Pistons trail by 12. Hield kicks to Drummond.
패스한다.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
그래서 얘로 이거 VC 모은 다음에 주니어한테 안 가고 그 마이 팀으로 가면 좋지 않을까.
Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fed into that. I heard he's a big teddy bear, but that hasn't stopped him from beasting on the court here in the association.
Oh,
what?
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there. They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
VC에서 VC 모아가지고
Healed outside.
그렇게 많이 모으진 않고.
Out to the right wing. Hardaway against Thomas. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
어색하신가요? 엘리온 나오는.
Check out AI here. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging around 26 points per 17 assists and over 3.5 steals. And he's been
엘리옵 좀 많이 하려고. 엘리옵도 또 배치 따야 되잖아.
His killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Down low. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by AI. Williams has got his second basket of the night. Pistons trail by 11. Hield kicks to Reed.
다 챙겨가면서.
Thomas a screen.
아 몇시면 뭐해?
Reed the pass to Bullock. Hield outside.
아니 근데 나 팔만 모았다가 그거 주니어한테 다 넘겨줘가지고.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
AI dishes to Hardaway. Patton kicks to Hardaway. There's the screen.
박스.
AI right side. Banked in off the glass. AI's got 17 now.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Drummond.
아, 거기에 잭팟 터지는 것도 있어요?
Thomas against Hardaway. And Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position,
많아봐야 막 2000 VC 뭐 이런 거 아니야?
finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
The kick out to Williams. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
잭팟 터지는 게 있구나. 나도 VC 많이 모으고 싶다.
Healed outside. Over AI. Out that way. And the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hield. 3 seconds left. Off target with that shot. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
기프가 뭐예요?
His production has been flowing as he's tallied.
기프가 있어?
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his
나 아닐
feet.
것
They had no
같은데?
chance to prevent
나는?
that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate.
아,
That's
VIP.
an outstanding play.
Three
더블이에요?
quarters in the books,
대박.
folks. Glad
빨리
you're with us.
그걸 해야
Welcome back
되겠다.
as we get going. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the
VIP는
fourth.
꼭 돼야
We've
되겠네.
got Pat. AI is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Ennis.
저
And it's
이상한 게
Vince
많네.
Diop in at the four. Here's Reed, and there's another one for the Pistons.
아니,
Well-coordinated
뭐야?
shot mechanics, especially
언제
for a guy
6점
with his
차가
length.
됐지?
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Pat, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says,
빡세지네.
thank you very much, and
대충 아니고
sails in for the
열심히 했는데.
flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better
뺏겼다.
than that.
That
와,
one's good. Drummond.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And AI
Alright.
throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
10개씩.
I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough
빨리
hill for
93
the defense to
만들어야겠다.
swallow.
Yeah, and that's when he starts throwing it down. That's when they're
손짓
coming at you from all
가자. 얘들아, 가자.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the
집중해,
alley-oop.
집중.
Drummond
그
is
잭팟이
screen.
그 가운데 그 파란색 그거 얘기하시는 건가?
Outside for Thomas. Five on the clock. Drummond the screen.
어제 마지막에
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Thomas.
어제 마지막에 막 아, 까만색 그죠? 가운데 메인에 있는 거.
To get that one off.
Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
와,
Sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
Back to heel. Drummond the screen. Got a piece of it.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive
아,
sequence.
That
전광판에
dunk
있는 거.
alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Heald kicks to Reed. Back to Heald. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thomas
나
a screen.
가져갔으면 좋겠다. 현질
Right
안 하게.
wing off the screen. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to
왠지
just
마이
9
팀 막
points on the basket from
하다
home.
보면 현질하고 싶을 것
Screen
같아.
that frees him up though for the jumper.
And here's AI.
아이고 체력
And
없다.
Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Pistons, Torian Prince comes
유리해.
in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Brown in for Thomas.
광고
Michael Green,
한
he's
번
checked in
썼죠.
for the Timberwolves. The feed now to Hardaway, and again another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the
그거 쓰면 안
problems
되나?
he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
AI outside. Green the screen, shot off the screen, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Brown the pass to Reed. The kick out to Brown.
보시고 들어오신 분이 별로 없는 것 같아요.
Here's Drummond. Pass to Reed. Up top Brown.
예,
Clock is at
게임이
3.
재밌게 해야 되는데
Here's Heald. And there's the
야.
ball on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Going the other way.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. Luke Kennard comes in for Buddy Hield. Timberwolves leading by 11. AI outside. Dishes it to Butler.
어디다 주니?
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean,
저도
a tough,
스포만
rugged
맨날
defender
하다가
who's also a juggernaut on
스포가
offense.
재밌는 것 같아.
And so Butler nails both.
빅맨도 한 번도 안 해봤어. 여태까지.
And the Pistons with
시리즈
possession.
하면서.
It's a 13-point game.
너 빅맨 이거 멍하니 있다가 리바운드 잡고 그래야 되는 것 같아.
Drummond with a screen on Wiggins.
스크린만 세워주고 마이파크
Wiggins against Prince.
리바운드 아니면 스크린.
4 on the clock. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
AI dishes to Butler.
뭐 한 거지?
To the middle. Here's Griffin. And
Wow.
the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And Butler gets it to go.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Pick by Griffin.
스크린을 이렇게 타네. 안쪽으로 타면 안 걸려.
Right side Griffin.
우승각을 봐야 돼. 우승각. 우승해야 돼.
Over Green, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I mean, you know he's crafty when he's close into the bucket. Why, you better foul him. I mean, you love seeing Griffin be poised on these interior shots.
아 뭐야 잘못 줬어. 안돼 잘못 준 거야.
Out to AI. Back to Butler. Lets the three fly. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Passes to Prince. Drummond with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Prince. Drummond. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 6 points in
타임아웃
the
부를
quarter.
필요 없는데.
Exactly. That's what Drummond will always give him, tenacity on the offensive glass.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
How about Andre Drummond making his second All-Star appearance in 2018? He's been playing some of his best basketball. I mean, one of the top 5 or 6 centers in the game, if you ask me.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And as good a
덩크
point
진짜
guard
멋있게
play
하는 애 키우고
as you'll
싶다.
see. He's controlled the game with his passing skills, and as good as he's been as a distributor,
좋은
the
어시스트
only
좀
job his
많았는데.
teammates need to worry about is
아하
getting open.
이것들이.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Inside. And it's sent back by
버틀러.
Drummond mixes defensive
와,
smarts with
해봤다.
elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
And Drummond in his 7th season, still just 25 years old. Chris, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, and I think defense, believe it or not, is where he has the most untapped potential. I mean, with better recognition and communication, I mean, he could be
왜 안 쏴?
defensive player of the year.
자식이.
AI with it. Over in the corner, Green. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, did they need that.
타임아웃
They
불러야겠다.
have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to
좀
just 10
차니까
points.
타임아웃 불러도
And the Timberwolves call
하나
time.
아껴뒀다가 혹시 모르는 상황 오면 쓰고. 근데 너무 2분 46초. 빨리 쓸걸. 왜 이렇게
Timberwolves
됐지
leading by
몰랐네.
10.
뭐야 아이고 씨.
Now here's AI. Outside Butler.
체력 없어.
Fade away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
잘했어 버틀러 잘했어.
Butler's got 10 points here in the second half. Detroit's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Griffin passes to Brown.
안
Got a
되지?
hand on it.
우와우 패스.
Minnesota's
내가
gone
봤을 때
2 of
어시
3 in the
올려줘야
fourth quarter
돼.
from long range. Good shooting so far. Towns sets the pick for AI. Over in the corner, Green. Back to AI. And there's the pass to Wiggins. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well,
더블
hitting his
붙으면
guys
바로
in their
패스 갑니다.
spots. Brown kicks to Griffin. Launches a three. Bernard's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 12. Wiggins left side. And stolen by Prince. Here's Kennard. Misses off the left iron.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here's AI. Defended by Griffin. 6 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Here's Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for AI.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Detroit with the ball. Down by 15. Brown kicks to Drummond. Here's Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
AI dishes to Towns. AI outside. Fires the three. Misses. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan
그리핀 폼 많이 죽었네. 예전에 진짜 그리핀 정말 멋있었는데. 그죠? 멋있었는데 진짜 그리팠을 때. 뭐 20포인트나 더 해야 돼.
You know what we need to do? We need to figure out what we're doing tonight after this, you know? So I'm talking about I want to get some food.
Hey, great effort out.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K.
Hey, it's Shaq here. I'm calling you Mr. Assertive tonight. Love the way you asserted yourself on the glass.
And
뭐야, 나 골랐어? 뭐야, 아니 습관적으로 눌러버렸네.
Thanks, man. See ya.
그래도 디비전 1등이네. 어느새 3위까지. 근데 게임차가 왜 이래? 14.5 게임차야? 이게 뭐야? 이거 슈스턴 뭔 거란 거야? 8할이라니 승률이. 덴버는 플레이오프 좀 빡시겠네. 일정이 어떻게 되나? 덴 끝나고 24경기 정도. 라이징 스타 3점씩 덩크 콘테스트 나가고 싶은데.
So if someone off-balls me, I'm going straight to Tim Duncan, usually a post spin. Half the time, people can't guard him down low. Most of my my offense still comes from the post and a couple of pick and rolls or pick and fades with John Stockton and Diamond Carmelo, Pink Diamond Timmy, things like that.
It seems to be flying under the radar a little bit. You can get some really nice boosts from having a good coach in your squad. So who do you run it as your coach?
I use Dwayne Casey primarily because I get three-point boosts on almost everybody.
If you are an excellent fit in the system of the coach that you're running, then you get +5 boosts to 6 different categories that coach runs. And
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille.
눈에 못 들어간 것 같아. 빠밤. 브로콜리. 라가 있네. 저 허리 신경 압박이 뭔데 맨날 애들 다쳐. 올스타한 2명이네. 오케이. 갑시다.
Good luck out there.
Diamonds on my wrist got her attention. When I pulled up in that drop top, I was whipping. I heard your name, got me in her mentions. I am a Martian, I am not from this
진짜 안
dimension.
써.
But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome to And with tip-off.
Well, guys.
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris, when you were going up against another talented guard. in college basketball. Did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best players. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great
됐어, 리바 있잖아.
They want the challenge.
천천히.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Jermichael Green is out there with Towns, and it's AI in at the point guard position.
박스 느낌 도네
He's
갑자기.
known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now, here's AI. Over by Conley. Back to AI.
와.
Excellent D there from Williams.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Courage passes to Conley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
AI, no good.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Crab with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. Williams kicks to Crab. Just 5 to shoot. Allen, a screen on Butler. He used that pick to perfection.
Boy, if Allen Crab is going to make contested shots like this,
네,
give him
몇 개
just tip of the
실패했다고
cap. That
얼어버렸어.
is nice.
AI outside.
안에 들어가.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns, the screen. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
아, 신대 언건 좀 너무했다.
So it's the Timberwolves now. AI outside. 6 on the shot clock.
야, 어는 거 풀어야 되는데.
And it's Towns missing.
이러다 우리 팀 다 얼겠어. 얘들아 정신 차려.
Conley dishes to Crab. Williams passes to Karuch. Back to Williams.
집중.
And Jermichael Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Allen outside.
한 골부터 막자. 한 번 맞고 넣으면 돼.
Crab. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. That one goes. Count it.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how
빡센
aggressive the
느낌이
guys off
드네요.
the bench
되게.
were in that one.
They need this. Here's Towns. Nails the
Wow.
baby hook.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Conley kicks to Crab. Allen, a screen on Butler. Here's Crab. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Crab's got 6 points.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Butler. Here's Towns. And that one drops for him. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
4분 30초? 4분 20초? 4분?
In this area.
Conley kicks to Williams.
아닌가? 5분이었네.
Conley the pass to Crab.
아, 배 아파 갑자기.
Allen a screen on Butler. Poke
내놔.
loose. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. You look at Detroit. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they've had a solid season. A tick below
아, 왜네 왜 이렇게 잘해?
teams in our league, but you love the fire and spirit they've shown here thus far.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded close. Towns kicks to AI. Towns sets the pick for AI. Outside Butler, just 5 on the clock.
빼도해.
Shoots from the block, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
앞에
And let's
아파.
quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the
저
last
버틀러
month.
때문에
You look
더
at
배 아픈
AI,
것 같아.
second in the league, having an excellent season.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one guard spot is what really sets them apart.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot
너야?
more of
수비
those
배치가?
opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
아, 다른 거 막상 마음에 드는 게
Here's Grant.
그 미리 듣기를 할 수 있으면 좋은데 그게 불가능하니까.
And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can. Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
Outside Conley. Here's the floater. And that one
와,
drops.
저렇게 높게?
Conley's got his third basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Both teams deciding to
Shit.
change it up. And he's good on the second. Nets leading by 5. Here's Dinwiddie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And the shot no good, a bit short. Timberwolves have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. AI outside. And it's Hardaway atop the key. 6 to shoot. Chang a screen. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by AI.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Used the screen to free himself up and drove the jump shot.
Dinwiddie kicks to Waiters. They set the screen. Here's Musa. This game he had 12. Pass to Allen. Hardaway against Waiters. Over Hardaway, but they'll get another chance. And now the Timberwolves on the break. AI with the ball. Ennis misses. Brooklyn leading by 3. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Williams. The Nets working the ball around now. Raiders against Hardaway. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
LeVert's checked in for Williams. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night. Now we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
Here's AI. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Rockets. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Minnesota just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
안녕하십니까. 사냥꾼입니다.
That the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Timberwolves trail by 7.
어떻게 또 여자친구분 주무시나요?
Passes it to Bates Diop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bates Diop's got his first basket. Here's Dinwiddie. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
몇 개매요?
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
The Nets have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
그냥 배가 아프다 그런 거죠. 응아가 아니에요. 왜 응아라 생각하십니까?
That comes in handy in close games.
Here's AI from outside off the mark.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Musa can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Hardaway passes to Bates Diop. AI, and AI throws it down.
Boom, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Waiters outside.
얘는 뭐 날개 펼치는 거 장난 아니네.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pocket 6. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chang, a screen. AI, right side. Off the pick. Will not go. This is off the front eye.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting.
아니 저희 아저씨
11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
자 장난 없네. 내가 마크맨인데.
And that's not going to go. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident.
아니 내가 마크맨인데 그거를 그냥 놔두고 내 마크맨 좀 붙는 건 또 뭐 하는 건가요?
With the All-Star teams being finalized, we talked to AI about his first.
I'd be lying if I told.
There's going to be a lot of debate about who should and who shouldn't be on the All-Star rosters, but hard to argue with AI's inclusion.
You know, there's debate every year, Kevin, but there should be no conversation when it comes to AI. The things he's done for this team and how involved he is on both ends of the floor are undeniable.
The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
Dinwiddie and LeVert teaming up.
네, 맞아요. 봤어요.
Then there's Deion Waiters. Then there's Allen. And it's Musa in at the 4 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in the last time out against the Pistons was a driven man. He finished with 21 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
현재
Any chance he can match that guy's in that performance?
현재 6위치.
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he
사실
was the last time he took the floor.
Pass to Pat. Back to AI. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. AI's got 7 points in the game.
요기치가 너무 잘해줬어 덴버에서. 요기치 뭔가 스크린도 잘 막아주고 엄청 진짜 요기치가 정말 처음에는 정말 싫은 놈이었는데 요기치를 좀 알아가면서 요기치 조금 알아가니까 요기치가 괜찮은 놈이구나 라는 생각이 들더라고요. 역대 치면 사실 나는 조던도 보긴 했지만 좀 현실감이 안 왔어 나한테 조던은 약간. 근데 이제 코비는 진짜 NBA 막 보고 막 그럴 때라 본격적으로 NBA 막 중계해주고 막 그래서 코비가 제일 좋고요. 조단은 있을 때는 그냥 우리나라의 그 뭐야 영상보다는 그 NBA 카드 있잖아요. 골드 막 이런 거 했을 때 물론 책 같은 걸로 해가지고 그것도 당연히 어느 정도 잡지나 뭐 이런 걸로 해가지고 조던이 유명했던 거지. 실제로 경기를 본 건 별로 없었던 것 같아. 조던 경기를. 근데 이제 코비 경기는 좀 많이 보면서 8번 코비 되게 좋아했고. 골드 카드 조던이 있었던 것 같은데 그게 막 $20 막 이런다고 그랬어. NBA 카드. 원래 의견은 다양할 수 있는 법입니다. 거기다가 이제 그 다음에 이제 좋아하는 캐릭이 이제 로즈, 어떤 시카고 불스의 어떤 희망의 불씨, 뭔가 판도라의 상자. 로즈죠, 로즈. 아디다스의 희망. 로즈가 진짜 좋았는데 정말 그죠? 멋있죠? 로즈앤드 로즈랑 그 다음에 나는 설마 커리가 멋있긴 한데 뭔가 약간 그렇게 막 정이 가는 스타일은 아니야. 커리가 되게 멋있긴 하고. 이걸 막았어?
Wiggins against Waiters. Out to Conley. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And the spacing that Conley provides from
커리가 멋있긴 한데 뭔가 진짜 찬물 껴지는 모습이 진짜 멋있긴 한데
AI outside. An easy layup after coming off the pick. AI's got 4 points this quarter.
살짝 정이 안 가. 커리. 그 다음에 기억에 남는 선수. 루브로는 더 정이 안 가. 이상하게.
Nice spin off the left rim and in.
르브론은 몸으로 밀어붙이는 그 스타일이 너무 나랑 안 맞아. 나의 플레이 스타일이라고. 실제 농구를 했었어도 제가 좀 막 부닥치고 막 이런 스타일을 안 좋아해서.
Wiggins outside. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins.
아유, 공간이 너무 안 나온다.
AI passes to Patton. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
아이버슨이 내 스타일이죠. 아이버슨. 아이버슨이 제 스타일입니다.
Conley kicks to Williams.
아이버슨 비슷 아이버슨.
It is on the wing. There's a good screen. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
버틀러 아니에요, 쟤.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
지겠는데? 이러다가?
AI passes to Towns.
너라.
A chance to look at stats for AI. Over the last month, he has been spectacular.
어릴 때 쟤 또 한 스피드 했죠.
18 assists and just over 3 steals. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
제가 어릴 때 좀 드리블 좀 했죠.
Plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg, and that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not.
모르겠어요. 파워포드였던 걸로 기억하는데 나는. 슛는 애 말하는 거죠. 아니죠, 서태웅.
Gorgie Jang, the 21st pick in 2013 out of Louisville. He's more than lived up to that selection.
Well, let's remember, this is a national champion we're talking about. The Louisville Cardinals won it with him anchoring them defensively. He's also shown a nice shooting touch in the mid-range game in the professional leagues. But I think it's his defense that still remains the strength of his game.
Towns, a screen on Conley. AI kicks to Towns. At the teardrop. Doesn't go that time.
망해가는데 게임이. 나 넌 서태웅이야. 진짜 배가 아파서 그런가?
I think you really have to think they beat themselves out there, right? You can't be fouling another team like that consistently, and that's just asking to get beat.
Minnesota making some changes.
내가 이거 딱 스킵하면 비등할 것 같아요.
And it's Ennis in for AI. Here's Hardaway. Musa grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Shots good by Waiters.
Don't you just love that mindset there? Stay one step ahead of the defense the whole time. Great approach.
Ennis kicks to Hardaway.
Play by play.
Pass to Green. 1:32 left in the first half. Jang with the screen for Ennis. So the whistle blows.
브로콜리 뭐야 돼? 앞으로 그때가 앞으로 고비 때인가?
James Ennis. 2 shots.
멋있었어요. 그리고 어릴 때 좋아하던 선수는 찰스 버클리. 찰스 버클리 맞나 이름? 냉장고.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Allen comes in for Alan Williams, and it's LeVert in for Mike Conley. And Ennis drops them both. We've got 1:28 left here in the second.
체력을 보존하는 거야.
That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And that's 15 points for Dion Waiters.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open 3.
Hardaway passes to Bates Dion.
데드맨도 많이 기억나고. 팬도 기억 많이 나고. 하지만
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
또 포인트 가드 포지션에서 얘기하자고 하면은 나는 제임스 키드보다 아니 뭐야 무슨 키드였지 이게? 나는 윌리엄스였나?
51 seconds left now here in the second.
제이슨 키드하고 무슨 윌리엄스였던 것 같은데 라이벌로.
Here's Bates Diop. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit.
나는 윌리엄스
His
개
first shot coming late. Buries the jump shot. Jang's got his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you this. Jang has made himself into a money scorer from mid-range.
무슨 윌리엄스였던 것 같은데 기억이 잘 안 나네. 근데 나 제이슨 키드보다 무슨 걔 윌리엄스가 더 좋았어. 무슨 윌리엄스였지? 걔도 포가 중에 투탑이었는데 그때 당시에. 제임스 윌리엄스 맞는 것 같아. 제임스 윌리엄스. 걔 패스 스타일이 되게 좋았어. 맞아요, 백인인데. 걔가 너무 멋있었어. 패스 하나하나가 쓸데없는 간지가 있었던 것 같아요. 그래서 제이슨 키드보단 걔를 좋아했고 팔꿈치 아직도 기억난다. 드라이빙 하면서 팔꿈치 패스했던 것 같은데 같은 평도 쏟는 패스.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Butler teams with Wiggins.
뭔가 멋있었어요 그때 어릴 때는. 그 걔가 멋있었고. 그다음에
Times out there things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency, there's a lot of confusion, and I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. Grab the pass to Williams. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves trail by 15. Butler kicks to AI. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
Yeah, and you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Minnesota on D. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. And it's good, 2 points. 17 points for Mike Conley.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Nice.
Got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 11 points for AI. Nets leading by 13. Williams a screen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was
아니 왜 성장하는 게 왜 나빠요? 성장해야지.
Under Armour Hover Havoc. Wiggins outside.
안 던지니?
Back to AI. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Alan Crabb, a little three-point specialty. What confidence right
화장실 좀
there.
다녀오겠습니다. 안 되겠어. 아, 왔습니다. 뭐야? 모르겠다. 이겨야겠던데.
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. You look at AI, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
어시가 19개면 뭐해?
have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Towns wide open, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, this is one of the better
수비
catch
가자.
and shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
Back to Conley. To the middle. A jump hook, and there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's AI. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. AI's got 4 points this quarter.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Pass to Karuch. At the elbow, it's Allen. Nets passing it around. Crab from long range. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. AI passes to Wiggins. Had the space there, but it's off.
아, 위긴스 너무 안 들어오는데?
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
AI.
아, 얘 타운스 줬는데.
Towns the screen. And a wide open look for AI. And he's good on the 3 ball. AI's got 16 points.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Williams sends a screen for Conley to the middle. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. AI outside. Outside Towns. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. He's got 14.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Conley kicks to Williams. And Jermichael Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Conley inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning. I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
그래?
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
좋았어, 버틀러.
Minnesota with the ball. Timberwolves trail by 13. And here's AI. He's got 16. And that one drops. AI's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Conley kicks to Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The Nets have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Some changes for
믿고
Brooklyn.
스킵하도록 하겠습니다.
And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Mike.
아, 차이 많이 뭐야, 차이 더 많이
A
났어?
little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now.
이러면 안 되지.
Pass to Karuch. The feed to Conley. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate right, guys, he cannot miss.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he has
아,
to
이거 뭐야?
angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
They've got Karuch. Crab is out there with Conley. Then there's Allen. And it's Musa in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 16.
올스타가 한 2명 정도 있긴 한데요.
Now here's Conley.
강팀은 아닌 것 같은데.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. They set the pick. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Karuch. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Good on both. Timberwolves trail by 18. AI with it. Banked in off the glass. AI's got 20 points.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Conley kicks to Crab. Here's Karuch, covered by Wiggins.
얘들 이렇게 못 따라갈 건 아닌데 이렇게 더 멀어지는 건 이상한데. 4초.
Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nets lead by 19.
Just a sliver of separation is all Allen Crabbe needs. Nicely done reading the screen.
AI outside. Count that bucket. AI's got 13 points in the second half.
서태웅이야. 달달아, 너는 송태섭이 아니야. 서태웅이야.
And it's Conley penetrating. That one's not going to go.
너는
Timberwolves
서태웅이야.
trail by 17. AI passes to Wiggins. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Basket good. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
별로 차이 안 난다.
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. There's the pick. Now Conley. And the pass to Karuch. High post try. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's AI. On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Towns. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Nets leading by 17. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
They get the rebound.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Shots good by Green.
Boy, nice speed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the
따라가자 얘들아. 5분이나
The Nets
남았다.
have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
You know, guys, you think about Jimmy Butler, drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and he goes from bench warmer to star. And I always had the sense that once Tom Thibodeau was no longer a part of the Chicago Bulls organization, that Jimmy Butler's days might be numbered there as well. But I think the trade ended up working for both teams.
Williams is checked in for the Nets. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He was very fired up. He said, look, this is going to be a big win for us. We close this out, and we'll show the rest of the league who we are.
아, 잘했어. 기죽지마 다 왔어.
Took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And Doris, the Bulls are trying to change the culture, more run and gun. That new style didn't really mesh with Butler's approach.
Right. Remember, Jimmy Butler is a Tibbs disciple. Even he has said perhaps he was too confrontational. with that obsessive drive of his, it can sometimes maybe rub people the wrong way. I think he's trying to balance that intensity with positivity
근데 왜
with
이렇게
this young
잘해?
group.
잘하냔 말이지.
Now here's Conley. He's guarded by AI. Here's Karuch. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
Shot from the inbound. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Free throw good, AI. And both free throws good for AI.
아니 전에 팀 뭐야? 걔네들보다 애가 잘한단 말이야.
Conley kicks to Williams, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
13점 차밖에 안 나네. 이거 한 3개만 막으면 돼. 얘들아 3개만 막자.
On defense, the Timberwolves count it, and the Nets lead by 16.
Alan Crabb doing work on the interior, sir. Okay.
AI dishes to Green. Williams with the block. To the paint, here's Conley. It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Towns the bucket on the assist by AI. 16 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Nets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. They set the pick. Crabb from long range.
이거 다 넣어. 쟤 뭔데?
Alan Crabb cooking right now. Somebody better decide to guard that man.
일본게 못
Timberwolves trail
이기나?
by 17.
That's his second personal foul.
Wiggins passes to AI, and it's out of bounds.
아,
The Nets will take it the other way.
빨리 줬어야지 패스를. 위긴스 이런 위긴스 안 돼. 이겨야 될 거
Brooklyn leading by
아니야.
17. Here's Karuch. Kicks to Conley.
야, 열심히 들어가야 했는데 패스 진짜 늦게 주고 진짜.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
AI right side. There's the dish to Butler. And there's the 3-second violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not
야, 안 돼, 이거.
you're going to catch up.
Really, that's unacceptable. Patience is paramount when you're trying to cut the lead, and they didn't
야,
have it there.
이거 지라고 막.
Outside Williams.
지라고 아주 그냥.
Back to Williams. To the paint. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Nets lead by 19.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
지라고 고사를.
Jordan player of the game, Michael Conley.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for
아,
himself.
어쩐지 잘 안 떨어지더라,
You
애들.
expect to miss some of the time, and that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. Here's Williams.
쏜다.
To the left
안
wing.
쏘네.
Inside. Floats one up. And the rejection by Towns.
버틀러.
Feeds it to AI. And 2 free throws coming
와,
up. Able to
이렇게
get
못
that
넣어?
one to go with all the contact. And he knocks down the first one. And Towns drops them both.
아 시간 너무 없다. 아유 풀코트 클래스도 안 하고.
Nets leading by 15.
이제 한 경기 한 경기가 중요한데.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw good from Allen.
신기해
Drops them
진짜.
both. Timberwolves trail by 17. AI outside to the inside.
와우.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. Look at the state of the game, International League. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight,
말도
folks,
안
for
돼.
our broadcast. For
범인을 찾아내도록
Doris Burke
하겠습니다.
and David Aldridge and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
이 정도는 범인 찾아야 돼. 안 돼. 당연히 졌습니다. 당연히 졌네.
All-time defender.
That's a good question.
My position?
I have to go with Gary Payton, Michael Jordan.
깔끔하게 졌습니다. 아니 애들 왜 이렇게 못하지? 그래 나가서 쪽팔려 보자. 나가서 쪽팔려 봅시다. 아. 마이팀 한번 해볼까요? 아니다. 네? 체력이 너무 없어서 떨어뜨렸어요. 체력이 너무 없어가지고
And it works for all the players.
일부러
The better fit, the better thing. He's doing the right thing.
Do you see a weakness in your
25분
team right
하면
now?
안 되네.
I really want a better backup big. Tim Duncan is great, but right now I'm grinding a lot of triple threat because the next guy I want really is that Dikembe Mutombo. That Mutombo, extremely strong, great post control. I think his post control is like a 95. And he can grab boards just in case he misses. So that would make it so much more easier for me.
Well, thank you for coming on 2K TV and good luck, obviously, in the tournament. We will be keeping up with your journey. And yeah, I hope you get a better backup post in the meantime.
안돼 이게 드리블 안 쳐도 드리블 안 쳐도 체력 많이 달던데 가만히 썼어도 체력이 달아 나는. 그래가지고
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
올스타로 처음 했을 때 필라델피아죠? 또 시몬스야? 하하, 시몬스라. 올스타로 처음 했을 때 턴오버 진짜 많이 했어요. 스틸이 거의 사기였어 그때. 근데 계속 업데이트하면서 조금씩 다 보정 들어가는 것 같은데 지금. 웨스트브룩 그런 경기가 있었어요 실제로?
And as we start the weekend, now let's send it down to David Aldridge standing by.
Thanks very much.
Glad his name will be on that list of shooters. Thank you, David.
And just looking at the field of participants, adding AI to
그죠?
that bunch, and this could be the best three-point contest we've ever seen.
With Embiid, modern superstar knows how to connect with fans using his social media to his advantage. He has got a very
워낙에
charismatic
빨라요. 그럼
He
빠르다.
does. I wish he cared a little bit
벌써 한
less
단계
about it.
줄었어.
I don't mean to sound like an Embiid critic, but I think he's very aware of his surroundings at all times. You could feel it at the playoff games that I went to in Boston, where he's very aware of the fans, and he's very aware of getting booed and kind of looking around. And I think there's another level that he can go to as a player of just like, guess what? None of that stuff matters. Just play basketball. You're 7'3", and you're unstoppable. I thought he just needs to be a little more locked in and a little less aware of that other stuff, and I think he needs to be in better shape. You saw in the playoffs, he would peak in the first three quarters. By the fourth quarter, I thought he was dead. You could see his hands are on his knees. And the reason he wasn't in great shape was he'd never come close to playing that many minutes in 4 years. So the key for him is, can he play around 70 games a season? Can he play 30 minutes a game? Can he get to 2,100 minutes for the year? And can he have something left in the tank for the playoffs? Because his conditioning really hurt him against the Celtics.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Butler teams with Wiggins.
왜 복귀하는 거 봐.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jermichael Green, and it's AI in at the point. And All-Star Weekend, one of the highlights of the season. AI will be heavily involved in the festivities this year.
Yeah, and you look at everything AI has on its plate as far as the festivities go, and you just see how complete a player he is. He truly does it all on the floor.
Bill, on the topic of Joel Embiid, sometimes they don't
잘하는 사람
appreciate what
많죠.
they have to go
뭐
through 'cause
파워하는 사람 많아.
bumping. I mean, they play a game so different than guys around the perimeter. They don't face that constant.
그거를 그냥 대놓고 막고 있는 게 쉬운 게 아니야.
Some people's bodies maybe aren't meant to play basketball for 20 years, you know. And you watch him, he's 7'3", his giant arms, giant legs, and when you watch him run, you kind of feel it. Whereas there's other guys when you watch them run, and it just makes sense. Like,
뭐 지각하면 뭐 달달 타세요. 다 타셔도 돼.
You know, Giannis is like that. LeBron is like that. Embiid is really tall, and he's carrying weight, and there's just a lot of pressure going to his joints. And I just hope he can stay healthy.
Like with Yao.
Yeah, Yao is a great example. Greg Oden, Andrew Bynum, I think, is a really good example. Andrew Bynum was
그러니까 포지션이 괜히 있는 게 아니지. 미스매치야 미스매치. 계속
you know, you start
어떻게
going over
보면
7 feet with these guys, and Kareem is an anomaly. Bill Walton, Yao, Ilgauskas, Rick Smith. These are all guys that got injured because they were too tall.
76ers on defense.
뭐라?
Following the three from AI. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
뭐라?
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a
어지러워.
game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through.
근데 이게 동네 농구가 그 정도면 프로는 얼마나 그러니까 이게 허리가 타운스가 허리가 안 좋을 수밖에 없어. 왜 앵클 패치됐나? 애들 복구가 빠르네.
I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek, JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. It was probably the most famous game ever of the, I don't, you know, the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. The triple overtime game was the most famous game ever.
시몬스 또 혼자 한다.
The entire second half in the first overtime.
Oh no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
이거 너무 왜 복구가 빨라졌어?
AI passes to Towns. Good D by Embiid.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir. Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball.
체력 아끼자. 체력 아끼자. 체력 아껴.
7-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Back to Butler. Over Middleton. Another miss by Minnesota. The 76ers lead. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
근데 그때는 또 더 심하죠, 사실. 이 지금은 막 파울 판정이 그나마 괜찮은데 그때는 막 팔 막 휘둘렀으니까 막 팔꿈치로 막 치고 막 난리네. 사크 있을 때는 거의 싸움판이었어, 싸움판. 아, 대지를 가르는 패스를 진짜 승질나네.
I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Now AI. After Chris Middleton missed from long range. And Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. And that one goes out of bounds.
Nice.
Touched by Simmons. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. You look at AI, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league. And of course, Joel Embiid.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key. Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Last time they came together was in Minnesota.
이게 머리가.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves.
키가 있어가지고.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Simmons, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life.
들어왔네.
I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they
버틀러
say.
이놈네.
Yeah. I I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their
말도 안
images and
돼.
their
반칙 아니고요.
kind of their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge that. You're going to have to.
You challenge people, which is that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it.
뭐 채영이 한결같았다 뭐 이런 얘기 있었죠 예전에. 지금 많이 좋아지긴 했는데.
Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, you know, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it, and those are usually the best ones.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general. He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Now here's Butler, hoping to put that miserable performance against Brooklyn behind him tonight.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Another shot. He lays it in.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
They set the pick. AI kicks to Hardaway. Chang with the screen on Simmons. Hardaway.
진짜 짜증난다. 가만 진짜 니네 프로 선수 맞아? 밥 먹고 농구만 안 한 거 아니야?
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit. Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Ennis, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. .146 left to play in the first. Hardaway kicks to AI. Out to Hardaway. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, you know, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the 3 ways of, I'm getting to know you. What are the 3 things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other 2 things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, you know, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
스윗 배치가 있나 왜 이렇게 빡세?
Recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Now, here's AI. He has 7. Pass to Bates Diop. Foul on the play.
좋아.
So it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Johnson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Patton, he's checked in for Minnesota. .24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hardaway against Simmons. At 6. Pass to Simmons. Goes up the baseline. The shot comes out. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
아, 집에 아니셨어요? 10% 지금 몇 %인데요?
A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making.
Not knowing English, obviously, at the beginning.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Markelle Fultz. He's out there with Jonathan Simmons. Johnson is out there with Korkmaz. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nets put on a show. He finished with 27 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin, we'll see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Bill, shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up hissy jumper, as he calls it. He can go in the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Here's Williams. Markelle Fultz making his last
뭐야?
shot.
내가 톤을 보란 말인가?
Here's the pass to Korkmaz. That one goes in. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about him from one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner, and they're setting him up, or he's running up the screen. It's a lot.
그래서 놓침을 얼마 까먹어.
Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolute
score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using
애들
Instagram.
발목 패치된 것 같은데.
We just feel like we know these guys better, and their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision of LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade.
Get it! Throw down there, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Embiid dishes to Fultz. Embiid the screen. Shot clock at 6. Kid Gilchrist against Wiggins.
And, you know, getting up into the shooters, Wiggins, I mean, has all the natural tools and skills, I think, to be one of the best defenders in the league.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade, and you got to change with it. And the reality is, esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Mozgov, he's checked in from Amir Johnson. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Zhang's checked in. Towns with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 4. Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill. Can you imagine a 13, 14-year-old Bill Simmons with the 2K product? You would just be all over that, wouldn't you?
You have no idea, Kevin Harlan. I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had a television and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all 3 of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try it, and try not falling off. It's impossible. I've been there every step of the way. I'm pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well, because there's just, that sound like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations and stuff. I'm jealous.
Like your son does.
My son
plays a game. I know it.
But I could. Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. He throw good, Wiggins. Here's Simmons. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Boston. Over Zhang. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Simmons.
I like the variety pack offense that Simmons gives you. A little bit of everything. And that's huge for his team. When you're guarding him, it's almost pick your poison.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the 76ers call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The 76ers in second.
지금 디비전 근데 이거 전 경기 지고 안 봤는데 디비전은 1위였고요. 컨퍼런스는 3위였는데 져가지고 어떻게 될지 모르겠네.
Kid Gilchrist has got 6 points. I think the main strength of Kid Gilchrist's offensive game, the size and touch needed to be effective inside. AI passes to Bates Diop. Back to AI. On the wing, Wiggins.
야, 너 딱 폈는데 왜?
AI kicks to Wiggins. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Simmons against Jang. Count that one. Simmons got 19 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
AI passes to Bates Diop. Back to AI. It's stolen by Fultz. Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Clark, always great to have Bill with us. A content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with
야,
you
씨,
more.
이걸 안
Amen
써?
to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base. Readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
감독하고 미쳤다 방금.
Now the feed to Fultz. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense.
다시 켜보면 되죠. 키면 바로 아직.
Committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Simmons slams it in.
Really like the quick decision making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here's AI, guarded by Fultz. Towns the screen. 6 on the shot clock.
야, 빨리 저 너무 안 오면 안 돼. 에고.
No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the
세
Philadelphia.
경기만 했으면 모를 수도 있죠.
David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right.
필라가 몇이었지? 필라 위에 있나?
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Ben Simmons.
왜 성질
He's been
났어요?
everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists. And I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Jermichael Green is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's AI in at the 1 spot. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players.
주름을 넣을 순 없잖아. 근데. 내가 주름을 그리고 다시 스캔하는 방법이 있죠. 될라나? 안 되나?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game.
흐름이 이렇게 빨라졌지 갑자기?
He's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well.
안 풀리는 경기도 있는 거잖아.
Diminutive in size,
다 이길 순 없어.
and Lou Williams, one of my favorites.
아,
The great
아깝다. 그냥
scorers,
줄걸.
maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Some terrific names there. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Here's the screen. They kick it out to Green.
쏠걸 내가. 3점을 노리는 내가.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Towns, the screen. AI dishes to Towns. That shot off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
루긴스도 뵀던 것
The team
같은데.
has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's
그죠?
career if he would even pan out. It's
근데 나도 지금 6,000원인가 밖에 없는데 나중에 이제 VC는 진짜 막 남아 돈다니까. 진짜 혼자 다 막 밀어가지고 막 장난 아니야. 체력이 너무 많아. 타임아.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
너무
In
빡시다.
addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout
맞아요. 8만 원 있었는데
players to get rehydrated or hydrated
아깝다.
for
그거 마이팀에 쏟아부을 걸. 달달이 2세한테 쏟아. 아 3세지. 3세예요. 얘가 2세고. 제가 3세입니다.
Down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the
걔
way to the
3세였네.
finish,
2세가
you've
아니고.
got to be hydrated.
근데 마이팀 멀티하면 재밌을 것 같아. 마이팀
2
멀티.
minutes into the second half of play now. They double him with Butler.
잘할 수 있을지
Bit of a battle
모르겠지만
here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
아 근데 90 보고 너무 힘들 것 같아. 근데 마이팀도 저도 오늘 아까 잠깐 해봤거든요. 근데 재밌을 것 같아. 멀티도 막 있고 그러니까
Outside, Simmons.
재밌을
Shot
것
clock
같아.
at 5. A shot by Middleton.
이걸 본다고?
Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
약간 피파의 그런 느낌이잖아요. 약간 그 뭐야 울티메이트 팀?
He kicks to Towns.
그래가지고 나이스.
Another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing
피파
the ball well,
울티메이트
hitting his
팀
guys
같이
in their
하네.
spots.
예전에 피파도 울티메이트 팀 일부 가고 그랬는데
76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub.
2015였나?
Hardaway's checked in.
2016이었나? 요즘은 너무 다 현질이 장난 아니어가지고.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the 76ers?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point. But
이거
their
하고
legs
마이팀 한번
still look
해봐야
fresh.
되겠어요.
Worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well.
마이팀.
They've had a bunch of second chance points.
얘 VC로 한 6,000원 벌었으니까 그거 까야지.
Yeah, they play with edge, they play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship
90
teams
모은 것
have some
마이팀에
element of
가서.
that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble. But I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
아 이거 진짜
And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it.
거시기 하네.
Stolen by AI. This is it to Bates Diop. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. If you look at AI, always dangerous on the court, he leads the league. And of
그래도
course,
가끔
Ben Simmons
이기니까
down a few
아니
spots.
승률
This is
5할은
another guy
되니까
who can
지금
defend so very well.
그래도
Such
이렇게
quick reflexes.
Between these two guys,
현실에서도 막
quite a month of
이기기가 쉽진 않잖아요 경기가. 뭐 골스나 뭐 이런 애들이나 많이 승률이 높지. 일반 농구 하면 일부러 그렇게 해놓은 것 같아. 승률을 어쩔 수 없이 줄이려고. 이거를 피해? 안타깝긴 하지. 이거 복구되는 거 이상해. 이거 발목 복구가 너무 심해졌어. 적당히 보정이 없을래 없을 수가 없을 거예요.
Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
Towns, the screen. AI kicks to Towns. Misses the through. The 76ers leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock
미드턴?
separated by less
아니요?
than 6
안
seconds.
옮겼는데? 미드턴 있어?
AI outside. Towns high post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the
플래그런트
points
파울
at the line.
줘야지 저런 거.
It's gonna go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And you know, really,
미드턴
Towns
있어?
is the
미드턴
total
없을
package.
텐데.
Versatile scorer, skilled defender, and strong competitor.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And Towns drops them both. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
와. 필라에 있었던 것 같은데. 4.9초면 충분하다. 동점 만들고 가자. 빨리 올라가.
He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
And Fultz is serious about his defense now, always doing his best to get right into the grill of whoever he's
빡센
guarding.
4쿼터가 기다려지고 있습니다.
And now we take a listen into the recent huddle.
아니 애들이 발목이 강화가 된 것 같아.
Defensively, it's too easy down there.
잘 이 뚫리는 건 비슷한데 이게 발목 그게 좀 다른데? 복구가 엄청 잘 돼. 넘어졌다가.
And the shot goes down. AI's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Embiid, the pass to Fultz. Embiid, the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Middleton.
밀튼 있네 여기.
It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. 6 to shoot.
아 이거 수비수 놓친다고 막 지금 평가 엄청 깎아먹은 좀.
76ers lead by 2.
You got to at least respect that shot. I mean, Kidd-Gilchrist is capable of connecting from the mid-range area. You just can't give him an open look.
Towns, the screen. AI kicks to Towns. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at
아니 이제 콤보 있을 때는 미들턴 있었을 것 같은데. 아니 그 미러키 우승했을 때는. 근데 이제 지금은 미들턴 없어서 그런지 승률이 뭐 그렇게 높진 않더라고요. 한 6할? 1등이긴 한데 6할 정도밖에 안 됐어요. 휴스턴이 지금 8할 8분 8리인가? 거의 뭐 미쳐가고 있는.
Can't let him shake free in these situations if you're guarding.
Now, here's AI. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking
덴버
on
지금 10위인가 그럴 거예요. 10위권인 것 같던데. 덴버 잘 지내는 것 같아. 덴버 10위권? 10위권이면 잘 지내.
And the three ball is good. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. He's letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long
하나
range.
먹자. 하나만.
He did that to a degree in the first half,
네, 뭐
and he's doing it now.
그럼요. 달달이 있을 때보다 좋아졌을 리가 없지. 달달이가 얼마나 잘해줬는데 덴버에서.
himself up, and there's Fultz on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. And that's now 21 points for Markelle Fultz. AI kicks to Williams. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Green's checked in.
버틀러 짜증나.
Leading by 4.
진짜 버틀러 왜 그러는 거예요?
Embiid the pass to Fultz.
끊겼지.
Embiid the screen. Embiid with the screen on Butler. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
애들 막 미쳐나가는데?
And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, Fultz so good at getting to his spots and then capitalizing, Kevin. I like watching this guy score the ball.
Towns the screen. AI dishes to Towns.
And guys, right now the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much.
와, 진짜 장난 아니네. 오늘 뭐 이상한데?
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And it goes down 2 points. And that's 17 points for AI.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Fultz. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Back to AI. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
아니 니네 뭐
And here are
그래서 가란 말이야.
Fultz kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Embiid with a screen on Wiggins.
빡시게 수비해, 빡시게. 정신을 차려.
Pulls up, high post, and it's AI with the rebound. AI's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch-and-shoot game, too.
패스 안 뺏어.
They've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Towns wide open.
다시. 아니.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
진짜 막을 수 있다.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And you can see how comfortable Embiid is, feeling like nobody can guard him in the paint. And he's right.
AI outside. Towns the screen. Wiggins against Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6.
야, 시간.
To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact.
다행이다. 와.
And we'll shoot 2. That one on
와.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit. And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. For Philadelphia, they've gone on a tear here.
온다. 막아. 막았으면 같이 막아.
And it's AI with the rebound.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
To take the lead, and that
Oh,
clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2
잘 가, 안녕. 잘 가.
And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position, They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And that
Oh,
drops, so they
좋아,
now
좋아.
lead by 1. Here's Simmons.
너희들은 덴버가 아니야. 미네소타라고. 미네소타 얼마나 좋은 팀이야.
Philadelphia. Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
그래요? 용 다 컸어?
AI outside. Banked in off the glass. AI's got 21. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
막아.
Middleton outside.
아, 시몬스 너무 좋아한다, 애들.
And a little luck that time, but it drops. 34 points for Ben Simmons.
다 들어가, 근데.
For Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Green, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves
다
lead
들어가,
by 1.
시몬스가.
The assist totals, Kevin, just
짜증나.
continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement
제일
has
싫어. 마음에 안 들어. 오!
Clearly just an example
나이스.
of a different mindset between these teams. Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
Towns sets the pick for AI. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Towns trying to get open, and Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by AI.
Close game, big score, Wiggins embracing the challenge.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Towns.
안 들어갔다.
Embiid, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4.
흔들지 마, 또 이 자식들이.
Liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they
됐어. 빼라고.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on.
부럽게 안
He's got
들어.
an advantage in there.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Screen by Simmons. Inside. It's
아이, 새끼야.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 4. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter.
달달이 빡쳤어.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And this game has been a
농구는 심장이 아니라 신장으로 하는 것입니다.
all night long. He's been seeing plays develop way before anyone else, and never missed a chance to find the open man. It's been teamwork and ball movement at its finest.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
AI passes to Towns. And another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball.
기록에 연연하지 마. 달달아. 기록에 연연할 필요 없어. 기록에 연연하지 말자. 기록에 연연하지 않아도 돼. 그래, 너가 가 그냥. 경기가 중요해. 기록이 중요한 게 아니야. 경기가 중요한 거야. 어시 하나 더 넣은 다음 타일 뿐이야. 2개나 더 해야 돼. 어차피 안 돼. 오늘 안 돼, 어차피.
So it's Minnesota now.
아, 이런.
With the steal. Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring.
이거 시간 끌려다가.
Patience is a virtue, and Chris Middleton, virtuous.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions.
아니 파울 작전인 줄 알고.
Using the rim to get
파울 못하게 하려고. 어차피 그럼 자유투도 안 들어가니까. 하나밖에 안 들어가니까 자유투.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
누가 29개 했나 보네, 어시를.
And Simmons kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Leading by 5. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Outside, Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. AI left side.
던져, 제발.
And so the
던지지.
Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation.
아깝다. 두 개만 더 하면 신기록이었을
And that's
텐데.
going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
빠밤빰빰. 아, 마의 포인트 한 개 돌파 너무 힘드네.
I need a few ice bugs after that.
그래도 많이 남았는데요?
AI.
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Busy day, man. We need you for an interview right over here.
Okay, all right, guys.
이게 또 내일까지는 해야 돌파되지 않을까요?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our post-game guest.
Hey, this is Shaq. You guys pulled out a nice win. Congratulations. What were you focusing on late in the game to protect that lead?
Well, Shaq, I think we did a good job as a team of just trying to play our game. You know, we don't force anything. We don't hold the ball too long. We don't make silly turnovers. That stuff is critical in a close game. When we set our minds to playing smart basketball, we position ourselves to come out with wins, like the one we just got tonight.
I finally know what AI stands for. Animal instinct. Back to you, Ernie.
아니 근데 달달이 쌍꺼풀 생긴 것 같아요. 쌍꺼풀 없는데.
For Kevin Harlan and for the entire 2K.
Here you go.
눈이 커진 느낌이 되지? 아니 이상한데? 아니 이상해. 봐봐. 눈이 커졌는데? 쌍꺼풀은 없네. 저 짙은 건 뭐야? 수술 자국 같은 건 뭐야? 뭐야? 좀 변했는데 애가? 바꿀 수 있어? 안 바뀌네. 저 뭐야, 속눈썹 때문에 그런가? 아니 원래는 안 보였었는데. 왜 이렇게 좀 눈이 커진 느낌이 되지? 달다리가? 좀 외형이 좀 바뀐 느낌 안 들어요? 우리 마이팀 한번 해봅시다. 마이팀 오늘은 이거는 마이커리어는 여기까지 하고, 안 했는데? 성형수술 안 했습니다. 그래요. 님이 보기에도 좀 달라졌죠? (7,000원) 모았으니까 카드깡부터 하겠습니다. 카드깡 합시다. (6개) 완료했네. 챌린지 완료? 좀 뭐야? 제발 좋은 카드 케빈 듀란트 하나만 나왔으면 좋겠다. 이런 씨. 픽앤 파퍼. 여기 달달이 있습니다. 달달이 없네. 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 쟤 가지고 싶어요. 쟤 마크. VC 너무 꿀꺽 말도 안 돼. 나도 3블락 한 적이 있지 않나? 와, 블락 짱이다. 경매장에서 사요? 아니 경매장을 못 들어가. 나 아직
Sports.
저 아직 경매장을 못
I'm
들어가요.
Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry,
달달
our
덴버.
terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got Albuquerque facing the Trailblazers.
이거 마이 팀입니다. 마이 팀. 마이 팀. 근데 얼굴이 업데이트 됐나봐요. 눈이 커졌어. 뭔가 조금 눈이 예뻐졌어.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off
아,
the tip.
다 아는 거지?
So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. Tony Snell is out there with West. Then it's AI. Then there's Rollins. And it's Peterson in at the 2 guard. Now here's Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
말도 안 돼.
I don't think he saw the hand in his face. Just focused on the rim. Great shooting window. Got into a rhythm and drained it.
AI outside. Down low. Here's West. Nurkic with the block. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
아니, 적응 안 돼 또 이걸로 하니까.
As a defender, it's hard not to overplay McCollum to shoot the 3.
Yusuf Nurkic, a free agent this past summer. A lot of big men, Brent, on the market, and he flew under the radar.
Well, this team knows maybe how good Nurkic can be because they see him in practice all the time. They're just looking for a little bit more consistency in terms of
아,
the effort
영상 로딩
from him. The
심각해?
next few seasons of his development was really going to be a critical part of Nurkic's career.
Here's AI following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Picked by West. Here's Peterson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And where's the help? Obviously, a
또 한국 서버가 아닌가 보다.
something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now, here's Aminu. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Portland.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Albuquerque with the possession. 9-point game. AI passes to Peterson. Nurkic against Rollins.
Oh.
It's stolen by Aminu. Inside, McCollum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
AI kicks it to West. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
아, 얘들 강팀이야 이제.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Albuquerque. West outside. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Rollins. 6 to shoot. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So timeout called here
아,
in the
이거
first
엄청
for
빡시네.
So Portland ends
네,
up
조금 있다가 한번
some changes
그
for
뭐야
Albuquerque.
제 방을 다시 타볼게요.
Portland with the ball. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Leonard with a screen on Peyton. Stauskas, the pass to Leonard. Portland, no good that time either. Albuquerque trails by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
To the left side wing. Here's Stauskas, drilled from 11 feet out.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so here's Albuquerque. Peyton outside. There's the feed to McGee. He used that pick to get in close.
You have to love the approach Peyton
이거 이겨야
takes to
될
the game. An
텐데.
exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
Now here's Harkless. Stauskas kicks to Collins. That one doesn't drop. And Albuquerque the other way now. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Peyton drives in. Singler for three. Sinks the triple.
좋아, 좋아.
Singler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Portland leading. Here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Knocks it loose and stolen by Singler. To the inside. Harkless with the steal. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on
너무
display.
빡시다 경기가.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
And so in the game for Albuquerque. Peyton is out there with ball, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Kyle Singler, and it's Willis in a power forward. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his
나도
shot
좋은
will be
선수
a work in
하나
progress,
있으면
but
좋겠다.
it
케빈 듀란트
shows some
그거
improvement
있었으면 좋겠다.
and consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Peyton against Curry. Peyton outside. For the Trailblazers. McCollum's checked in for Nick Stauskas, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Willis. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. Albuquerque making some changes. Rollins comes in for Kevin Willis. And AI subbed in for Kyle Singler. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And he makes that one. McCollum's got 10.
That's good focus from the Bosnian Bear getting down there. Nurkic finding the open man with ease.
Ball against Lillard. Now Ball. There's the screen. Pass to Peterson. Clock at 4. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. To the inside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Peterson. He's covered by Aminu. Trailblazers leading by 4.
왜 슈팅 가드로 왔냐 근데?
Layman kicks to Aminu. Passes it to Layman. There's the pick. Screen by Nurkic. Off the screen. Rebound by Albuquerque. Rollins the pass the ball. And a wide open look for AI. Knocks down the free
와.
ball. AI's got himself on the board
와,
with 3 there.
3점을 넣었어.
And Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Basket counts, and the Trailblazers lead by 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
West outside. 1:32 left in the first half of the game. Here's Peterson. The shot's good on the assist by West. Peterson's got his second basket of the game.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. There's the pick. Peterson grabs the miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Offensive rebound, McCollum, and it's sent back by West.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Rollins with the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Portland trailing here.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
Here's Nurkic. Good work there as it goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And you can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor. So he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Turner's checked in for Jake Layman. And Curry subbed in for C.J. McCollum. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. JaVale McGee's checked in for Rollins. Willis comes in for David West. Tony Snell's checked in for AI. And it's Peyton in for Lonzo Ball. There's the pick. Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. It's Curry outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps.
말도 안 돼.
Prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Trailblazers up 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the point. And Turner kicks to McCollum. Puts it up from 12. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And if you don't watch him enough, you got to understand that C.J. McCollum on the inside has the skill set to still score.
Here's the pass to Peterson. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by AI. Lillard, right side. Pass to Turner. Screen by Nurkic. Off the screen. Misses off the left iron.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. Kyle Singler's checked in for Albuquerque. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's McCollum. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Singler, no good.
And Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
And for a guy who isn't a great jump shooter, Aminu has been very solid at the line, really, for most of his career.
Stauskas is jumped in for Damian Lillard. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg,
그 마이 팀인데요.
wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and
능력이 마이크 그거에 있는 거하고 달라.
from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
82로 주더라고요. 이거 달달이 카드. 그래가지고 뭐 배지도 없고 그래가지고. 배지도 또 카드로 적용하던데 또.
There's a screen by Collins. Stauskas the pass to Turner. Rebound collected by Snell. And here we go, Albuquerque fast break. Here's Rollins. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rollins got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
And Singler kicks it to West. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Curry subbed in for Turner. Albuquerque making some changes. Willis comes in for Rollins. And Ball subbed in for AI. Stauskas dishes to McCollum. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. Off the pick. And it's good on the way in. McCollum's got 14.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Now, here's Collins. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On its way from Curry for 2. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
And now, the first timeout called here for Albuquerque.
아 이러다 진짜 카드깡 가겠어.
A different look now for Portland.
마음에 드는 좀 선수 몇 명만 있었어도 괜찮을 것 같은데.
Curry's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Ball to the middle. Here's Payton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
랩터야 랩터.
Curry passes to Stauskas. Here's Layman. There's a good screen. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Stauskas kicks to Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 13-5 run. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Damian Lillard, he's checked in
말도 안 돼.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry against Ball. Lillard left side. McGee with the block. Payton outside. Here's Willis. Off the iron that time. Here's Layman. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Albuquerque out in
빡시다.
front, ending the third quarter.
아, 이게 달달이 얼굴 변한 것 같아.
Assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And so in the game for Albuquerque, we've got Rollins. Lonzo Ball out there with Gary Payton. Then there's Willis. And it's Peterson in at the small forward position.
And still trying to polish this side of his game up. Leonard looking very comfortable on that move.
Ball kicks to Willis. And he banks in the layup. Willis has got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque.
파포가 미스매치니까 파포 쪽으로 몰아줘야 되겠어요.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Here's of Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Jake Layman. And Albuquerque also making a change. AI is checked in for Lonzo Ball. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
어디서?
AI outside. And it's Willis finishing it off.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Lillard misses. Albuquerque leading by 4. Rollins the pass to Payton. Here's Rollins, guarded by Curry. Pass to Willis. No good. Shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard with it. AI picks him up. And yes, it's good.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
AI outside to the wing right side. Peterson. A three-pointer is right on target.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And Turner kicks to Lillard. Outside Turner.
달달이를 다 표현할 수가 없어가지고
in the post, covered by Rollins. Screen by
딸의 약자.
And yep, finally dropped it, rolling around the rim.
아 이거 마이 팀이라서 제 팀이에요. 저희가 카드 나오는 걸로 팀 꾸려가지고 하는 거.
Now a timeout called by
GDA가 있는 게 아니라.
And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Morris Peterson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Aminu comes in for Harkless, and it's C.J. McCollum in
네,
for Seth Curry.
플스입니다.
The first free throw is good.
봐, 눈이 이상해. 달달이 뭔가 늙었어 얘가. 봐, 눈이 막 부릅떠지고 있어. 지금 뭔가 잘못된 것 같은데?
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
달달이 얼굴 이상해졌어요. 내가 알던 달달이가 아니야.
Lillard with it, working on AI. McCollum outside.
네, 오슨 토론토. 카드가 없어가지고 유니폼, 덴버 유니폼 카드가 없어. 나이스 우리 볼. 덴버를 좋아해가지고.
Albuquerque leading by 5. There's the pick. Passes to Peterson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
근데 여기 이 마이 팀에는 막 조던도 있고 다 막 전설적인 선수도 다 있다고 그러던데. 조던 있으면 진짜 좋겠다. 조던 갖고 싶다.
with the screen for Turner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And the leadership that Evan Turner offers up can be a huge bonus. This is a guy who continues to accept and play well.
이게 어느 정도 되면 옷도 디자인할 수 있다고 그러는데. 네, 아니 이게 카드 뽑기를 해가지고 이게 카드가 나오면 이제
Here's Peterson. He is guarded by McCollum. Peterson, that's good. Peterson's got the lead up to 7.
이들 애가 피터슨 하나밖에 없네. 어떻게 해야 되나?
And he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Here's Lillard. They get it back. A second chance effort. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
난장판이구만. 아이.
And Albuquerque with the possession. And there's the pass to Rollins. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
라코 코드가 뭐예요?
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
라코 코드 나 없는 라코 코드 없는 것 같은데.
Pick by West. Out to AI. Three-pointer. But they get it back.
And that long rebound just falls right back
와,
into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
아 진짜? 그 코드 어디서 받아요?
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And Albuquerque making a change here. Ball's checked in. 2 free throws for Aminu. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And now we've got the intentional foul. And that he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a
아주
pretty comfortable
가끔
position.
오픈 났을 때 한 5번 던졌다. 근데 제가 오늘부터 시작한 거라 마이팀을 시작한 지 별로 안 됐어요. 그래가지고
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
계약 카드 때문에라도 그거.
A shot, no good. And Albuquerque the other way now. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
아이고 안
He's
들었다.
off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Stauskas kicks to Collins. It's Curry outside. David West grabs the miss. Here's Peterson. Feeds it to McGee. Here's West. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just a great attack mentality. Got right through the defense to finish strong inside.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
네, 이거 마이 팀 좀 해보고 GM도 해보도록 하겠습니다. 근데 마이 커리어는 지금 할 게 플레이오프하고 이런 거밖에 없는데 이건 막 엄청 많던데 콘텐츠가. 이기긴 했다. 와, 힘들게 이겼네.
They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll...
$500만 넘어. 아, 600이었나? 아, 600이네. KTS 0912. 아, 아깝다. 이거 600 찍었어야 되는데. 을 못 찍었네요. 팔로우 감사드립니다. 이게 한국 서버가 아니어가지고. 아, 이게 도네이션 완료를 못했네. 야구에네. 저 33개 하면 제 카드 주는 것 같은데. 재밌는 것 같아요. 다음에 또 깨야 되겠네, 쟤는. 아, 이거 패스 아티스트를 해야 되는 게 아니구나. 네, 선수를 줘야 되는데. 지금 마이 커리어에서 하는 달달이 있고요. 얘네들을 모르겠어요. 이거 3대3 계속 깨가지고 쿠폰 준 걸, 토큰 준 걸로 바꾼 건데. 피터슨, 얘는 나온 거고, 이렇게. 웨스트, 롤링스, 론제볼, 얘 나온 거다. 페이튼, 맥그리도 이거 보상, 윌리엄스, 이렇게 있습니다. 여기 있는 게 다 할걸요? 그냥 만료 떴네. 또 조던시대 또 아시는구만. 그래서 빡시겠는데, 이 경기는? (89, 84, 95) 수비가 95야? 웨스트브룩 92네. 중거리 득점, 3점슛 득점. 네, 오클. 아, 근데 저거를 이게 재밌네요, 도미네이션이. 아, 이거 리방 한번 할게요. 안 보이신다는 분이 계셔서 잠시만 계시면.
sportsman, dropping his defender and getting an easy slam for